Welcome to another episode of the Agent's Playbook, the market and what's really going on in the market today, because it is crazy. Travis, are we ready for this conversation?
Yes.
Sweet. I feel hesitation. Just honestly walking up here to get ready for the podcast, ran into an agent. She wrote up two offers, two very good offers. One of them was starting off. She went like $125,000 above asking price, and didn't even get a counter. I know.
Sounds suspicious.
It does. It does. The other one was similar and similar results. Although the agent did let her know she lost out to an all cash. No contingencies. No
Here we go
inspection.
again.
Right? No inspection, no appraisal, no loan, no anything. And, it's it's funny. She was asking me, how do you feel about making that kind of request of a buyer? And I said, house built in 1970 something. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a lot of money to be spending on a piece of property with zero contingencies. And basically, you forfeited your deposit if for some reason there's something going on in that particular property. And, but the people
I wonder
are doing
if that
it.
ever went to court, if it would be a buyer beware and they would just kick you right out of court if there was an issue, or whether someone would be held accountable for that happening outside of the buyer themselves.
That's a great question because I know that there have been episodes that coming up because of the TDS and things like that there are, which I doubt very much that the TDS was sent over and all the disclosures were sent over with the actual offer. I doubt any of that actually occurred in this situation. So although there are no contingencies, there's still a way out of that transaction.
Right? Because
yeah.
until you get that TDS, you got 5 days, right?
Exactly. So, there probably is something, but it's still not, who wants to get into that argument? And that's, the money still gets tied up. People, people still get disgruntled of an issue comes to that, and, I don't want to be in the middle of that. But, so the conversation is, how to survive as an agent, especially representing the buyers in this particular market. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
Boy, you better have a well-qualified buyer. There's no messing around out there, and well-informed.
Right.
Because they're going to need to make some very consequential decisions to get into a transaction.
Correct. So I didn't even tell you single story only and all of that, which here single story is, they're very rare. But my conversation with her was, hey, you got to go out there and be proactive and find the property for them.
Did you see my video last week?
I did. That's partly where some of that came from. But and that was what we were walking through and some of the steps we were walking through, whether she's door knocking, cold calling, sending letters in the mail, whatever the case may be, getting that script together, because you do have what every seller is looking for, a well-qualified buyer who's willing to pay not just fair market value, well, however we define fair market value, but, has made very competitive offers, well above the asking price. So they're not afraid of the price and not afraid of the market and what its, its current situation, just losing out to.
Just looking for an opportunity.
Yeah. So how do we create it? I remember the last time we were in this market, I remember seeing that person out there on the street corner with a little sign, I just need help. I don't know if you remember seeing that.
No.
Okay, so it was an agent and his clients literally stood out on the street corner, kind of like, help me, I'm hungry, help feed me. It was with a big old sign that basically said, we're just trying to buy a home and we can't get in as first-time home buyers.
Oh, wow.
Help us. And they ended up getting phone calls and putting something together off of that because compassion came in. So
It's out there. It's rare, but it's out there.
it is. But I think the moral of the story is, are you thinking outside of the box and really being proactive? Because right now, being reactive in this market is, especially in certain price points,
You'll not only not get transactions over that, you'll lose clients.
Yes,
sitting on your laurels, sitting there, sitting on your hands. Well, I don't see anything coming up.
exactly.
Go get it, man.
Exactly. Got to go get it. And that was part of the other conversation. Got to stay in communications with your clients. In this situation right now, you're talking to your client every single day. Got nothing. I got this. I got that. Whatever it is, you're having a conversation with them daily.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts? I feel like I rambled.
Gosh, I just hope this is momentary, you know? It's just reeking of 2022 and those frustrations. And I have no empirical evidence or anything, but it seems like 2023 was a different year. And a lot of people didn't make decisions.
Right.
And we'll see what happens. I'm kind of hopeful that once we kind of get through the Chinese New Year and kind of coincides with Super Bowl, the year gets rolling, that we see some people who've been holding off say, you know what, we can't wait. We can't be
Right.
concerned about interest rates or whatever it was that was holding us up. We need to move. And hopefully that generates some inventory and some movement in the market.
Which you got to the point where we are, that's a real problem. It's just a lack of inventory going on right now, that we don't have enough inventory. So anything in closing?
Here's to a great 2024, hopefully.
An interesting 2024.
Interesting start, anyways.
Yeah. Now, I know if we go back on a couple of videos from last year, because we talked a little bit about what we thought 2024 was going to be like.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see.
Well, I remember. So we called this one that the first part of the year was going to be a little bit crazy in what was going on, that right after the first of the year, we were going to see some of this stuff happening. And I'm projecting right after Super Bowl, we're going to start to see an uptick in the market a little bit more. So hopefully it means more inventory.
Yeah.
It doesn't just mean more demand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got enough demand.
Yes, we do. All right. You guys have any comments or questions? Comment down below, like, subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. And look forward to next time.
See you then.